Today, I'm going to explain a thriller film called ELLE, which follows the sordid story of a woman who ordered takeout after getting violated. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The indifference and ignorance of animals are, for the most part, completely forgivable. The fact that they do not know any better relieves them from any true accountability, at least by human standards. That same apathy is displayed one tragic afternoon by a cat owned by a red-haired woman named Michelle LeBlanc. Her cat sits motionless as a masked assailant comes into her home and breaks her things. Then, he forces himself onto Michelle. Strangely enough, that same outward nonchalance is displayed by Michelle. After the ordeal, she simply picks herself up from her living room floor to resume her life. As if on autopilot, Michelle sweeps the broken glass immediately after getting up. After Michelle takes a bath and orders takeout, her son, Vincent, visits her. When he notices her forming black eye, Michelle lies about falling on her bike. They proceed to dinner, and Michelle preemptively anticipates Vincent's request. She tells him she'll give him money for his new apartment on the condition that she'll look at it first. Vincent tries to be coy about it, saying he was planning to have her pay collateral and not money. As their conversation goes on, she openly disapproves of his pregnant girlfriend, Josie. After the dinner had concluded, Michelle retrieves a mallet. She looks slightly unsettled as she looks out the night streets through her window. Later, Michelle falls asleep with the mallet in her hand. Despite the initial apathy Michelle displayed, she's shaken by the experience in her own way. After all, not everyone will have the same response to trauma. The next morning, Michelle goes to her job, where she's the head of a successful video game company. A meeting is held to discuss the current status of their latest game. Michelle is a particular kind of woman who attracts a particular kind of attention. Being the head of her company, she has the right to be assertive and adamant about her visions, especially when they're within reason. But the male employees on board clearly hate her and don't value her opinion and instructions. Kurt, for instance, abhors her, and it shows as he challenges her during their meeting. But the man is left quietly seething when Michelle flippantly shoots him down. ELLE is a dark and controversial movie that leaves audiences divided whether the story is powerful or pointless. The film is less of a whodunit thriller and is more of a character study of Michelle LeBlanc, who is a morally dubious person to say the least. Michelle was subjected to terrible things by terrible people, but she herself engaged in cruel acts, like being unnecessarily harsh with Josie and her mother and having no qualms about sleeping with her best friend's husband. Among the myriad of things that characterized her ruthlessness, it is the complexity of her character that leaves a valuable impression in cinema. One of the takeaways we'd like to mention is the film's critique of patriarchal society, that there is a twisted desire to put down or humiliate strong women, perhaps on a psychoanalytic level that not many people realize. However, despite the imperfections of her character, it is with that same strength that Michelle was able to liberate herself from her assailant. Most of all, she managed to liberate herself from the shackles of her past. By the end of the movie, Michelle had the strength to accept that she didn't have to face the world alone. Subscribe to watch more videos like this. Turn on notifications. And leave a like, it really helps the channel out. Thank you for watching.